Hey, what's up everyone? Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on the secret life of an instrument you totally think you know, but you probably have no idea.
Yeah, I'm talking about the recorder, and I'm willing to bet you think you've got it all figured out.
I know what you're thinking. It's that squeaky plastic thing from elementary school music class, right? The one that makes a sound that could, like, shatter glass and your parents' patience.
But what if I told you that this humble little instrument has a secret past? That for hundreds of years, it was a superstar, a headliner. Basically, it was the electric guitar of its time. Seriously, stick around because you are not going to believe this story. Okay, let's get into it. First things first. That recorder from your music class, that's just one member of a much bigger and honestly, way cooler family. I'm serious. Think about it like you're picking your character in a video game. You don't just have one option, right? You've got different classes, each with its own special skills and a role to play. Well, the recorder family is exactly like that.
Check out this squad. You've got the tiny sopranino. That's your speedy scout hitting all the highest, fastest notes. Then you've got the soprano and the alto, kind of the all-rounders of the group. They're your main melody heroes. The tenor is your support class, adding these rich, deeper harmonies. And then you've got the tank, the bass, just laying down this super deep, foundational sound you can actually feel. It's a whole crew.
Now, with a full squad like that, you just know they had to have a golden age. And that's exactly what happened during the Baroque period. This was the recorder's ultimate glow-up.
So this is when the recorder went from being just a popular instrument to being a full-on celebrity. We're talking about the 1600s all the way to the mid-1700s. It wasn't stuck in the background anymore, no way. It was front and center, with composers writing these absolutely epic solos just for the recorder.
And we're not talking about just any composers. We're talking about the top music producers of the day. Vivaldi, Telemann, Bach, these guys were total geniuses, and they specifically chose the recorder because they loved its sweet, clear, and really expressive sound. They wrote these incredible concertinos and sonatas that just pushed the instrument to its absolute limits.
Now, it's super important to know that the instrument these pros were using was a world away from the one in your backpack. They played on these beautifully crafted wooden recorders made from stuff like maple or pear wood, designed for a gentle, expressive sound. The plastic ones? They're great for learning, for sure, but they're the starter pack. This was the pro player version.
And playing that pro-level instrument? Yeah, it required some serious pro-level skills. This wasn't just about blowing and covering a few holes, not even close.
So how did these virtuoso players, these absolute masters, actually flex their musical muscles and show off what they could do?
The answer is one awesome word: ornamentation. Okay, think of it like this. The composer gives you the basic melody. That's like your character's default skin in a game. Ornamentation is how you add your own custom skin, your own victory dance, your own signature emotes. It's all about adding your personal flair to make the music totally unique.
So here's how it worked. A player would take the main tune, and in all the spaces the composer left, they'd just go wild, adding their own fast runs, trills, and all these cool decorations. And the result? Every single performance was basically a unique remix. It was the ultimate way for musicians to show off just how creative and skilled they were. But after its golden age, the recorder kind of faded out of the spotlight. Don't worry though, this story has a happy ending. In fact, it's one of the greatest comeback stories in music history.
So in the 20th century, people started digging back into music history and rediscovered just how incredible the recorder actually was. Musicians started learning those old pro techniques again, and suddenly the recorder was a star all over again in performances of early music. And at the exact same time, it found a brand new job, being the perfect first instrument for kids in school.
So today, the recorder lives this really cool double life. On one hand, it's the instrument that opens the door to the world of music for millions of kids. But on the other, it's a serious, professional tool used by highly skilled musicians to play some of the most beautiful music ever written.
So, here's the main takeaway. The recorder isn't just a stepping stone. It's a gateway, for sure, but it is also a destination, a complex, beautiful instrument that can create absolutely incredible music in the hands of a true master.
So the next time you hear a recorder, or even just see one sitting in a classroom, maybe you'll hear more than just that squeaky sound. Maybe you'll hear the echo of a Baroque superstar, a virtuoso's instrument, and a true icon of music history. What will you think of? Thanks for hanging out and exploring the secret life of the recorder with me.